To all my people who still watch wrestling, this is episode 13 of Yes, We Still Watch Wrestling. I'm Steve Dent. My man Shaq is here. Will is here. Here for another episode, man. We about to get right into it. Y'all know how we do. Ain't gonna
Yeah.
need a delay. So let's get into it, man. I'm gonna open this up with something. This hurts my heart, man. I never thought this day would come. I never thought this day would come. I never thought this would happen. But I have to slightly admit that this is probably the most interesting story going on right now outside of the bloodline for me, anyway. And that's this saga with the New Day, man. Now, for those of you who are
Oh man, I
maybe
thought you was
new
about to say Undertaker's the greatest.
oh, I mean, we know the Undertaker's the
We
GOAT.
not we not we
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 know
we
Undertaker's
not
the
gonna be
GOAT.
we not gonna be here lying on Al Gore's internet, all right?
We
That's what
know,
we not gonna do. Okay.
we don't take us to go. That's certified. That's certified. And one day we
Every
gonna
episode, I'm gonna make sure that's acknowledged.
we gotta have that
We not
discussion
gonna
one day
lie on
too.
Al Gore's internet. All
Matter of
right.
fact,
We will not.
one day we're gonna have an episode just strictly dedicated to that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like how we used to debate Peyton Manning versus Brady. Like we gonna come in
And you
and we
finally
gonna
came to the light, all right? I don't understand what's taking you so long on this topic.
well
You finally came to the
resume
light.
wise, I said Brady, but Peyton's still the greatest quarterback I've ever seen with my own eyes. But resume
No,
wise,
no,
it's
no, no,
Brady.
no. That's the
But
don't
we
you
but
do
we
semantics.
but
You said Brady is the GOAT.
All right,
We
back
not,
to the new day.
Well,
yeah,
Back to the
yeah.
new day.
back to the New Day, man. So we with the New Day, man. For those of you who just now might be watching, who might be just now tuning in to us or whatever, Shaq has been for a while, for a long time, saying that the New Day should have been broke up. I haven't said that. I believe they're one of them groups that deserve to stay together for as long as they want to. So being as though they're going into this direction, I gotta believe that somebody pulled that trigger between one of them. But I have something. I have an alternate scenario what might happen. But I'm gonna start with you guys, Willie. I'm gonna start with you, bro. What do you think about the New Day saga? How do you feel about it? Are you in? What's your thoughts? Are you anticipating a breakup? You think they're gonna stay together? What you think?
I think they're gonna stay together. I think they've teased them breaking up before, and it hasn't happened. I think in the grand scheme, I think Big E's coming back. That's what I really believe. Like, can't tell me otherwise. I think Big E is about to come back. He's what's going to keep them together because with everything happening with let me get ready to go to Netflix and like they got some stuff in the pocket, and I think that's one of them. Big E's about to pop back up. I really think that's coming soon. So that's why I don't think they're breaking them. I think this is just Big Cat right now. Hunter's pulling, but but yeah, I don't. They're not breaking them. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Shaq.
It should have been happened. I'm happy they're finally gonna break up. I'm just not happy they didn't do my idea, which I felt was pretty good. But yeah, they're gonna break up. It's gonna happen. Long overdue, man.
Wait, what
Long
was your
overdue.
idea?
Go back. It's in the old video, man. Go
Oh,
back
We
and
okay.
watch
never, we
that.
never, we never. I never posted it, so you can tell them.
Um, oh, thanks for supporting me.
I post a lot of your videos, man. I just
That's
didn't
for
post that
supporting
one,
me.
man.
All right. So my idea was, let me get my thinking cap up. My idea was right after he won King of the
King of
Ring.
the Ring.
He right after I was about to call him Apollo Cruz. Uh, he won King of the Ring, turned him into the Mad King. So remember, around that same time, Big E won the WWE Championship. Kofi had already won it, and then now he starts to get jealous because he's the only member that has not held the WWE Championship, the heavyweight title,
Mhm.
and it starts to drive him crazy. He feels that his brothers are holding him back, and they're the reason that he hasn't won. And then he turns on Kofi. Big E comes out for the save. They go on the whole Kofi. They go on the Big E
Mhm.
versus Austin Creed, battle, and then he beats him with,
Mhm.
well, he didn't even have to win the title. He doesn't even have to win the title. Just the fact that it's driving him crazy that he's the only member of the New Day that hasn't won a heavyweight title, and
Mhm.
that's going to make him turn. Him versus Big E.
That's pretty good. That would have been dope to see. I want to bring this one point.
It was more intricate than that. I forgot all the
Yeah.
details I had written. That was more intricate than that.
From this past Monday's Raw when they were arguing. I think it was Karrion Cross in the background. I
It
couldn't see
was
who
it was
was.
Karen Cross.
And so this is another reason why I don't think they're going to break up. because he already got he'd been trying to get in Xavier's head for a while, talking mess about whatever. But he got in Miz's ear real quick, if you remember that.
Mhm.
And Miz is the one who turned.
Mhm.
So Karrion has already done his little, voodoo magic, whatever, in order to get someone to flip. So I don't think he's going 2 for 2, basically. Ain't no way he's going 2 for 2 on getting folks to betray their people.
So
That was one thing that was in the back of my mind.
So I mean, all right. So first and foremost, we see this over and over again where groups breaking up by somebody turning on one another, or whatever. Like it's kind of getting played out to a certain extent, and I mean it's not fresh enough. And then, in my opinion, the Miz just pulled the worst heel turn I've ever seen in my life. Like I had no reaction. It wasn't.
Nah, some of them. There's one of them Big Show turns was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Big Show done turned 50 times. One of them was in there.
Yeah, one of them is in there, but I think the Miz, I had no reaction to it whatsoever. So, I mean, all right. So for me, I agree 100% with Willie. That was my thoughts. I believe that he's not turning. I believe, and here I would add another detail on top of what Willie was saying. One hint that they made, and the reason why I don't think they're turning, one hint that they made was that they're going to be celebrating the 10-year anniversary next month in November. So I think in the 10-year
perfect time to do it.
I think what I think is going to happen, I think the 10-year anniversary, I think they're going to be on the verge of breaking up, like Willie said, and then Big E's going to come out. I do think Big E's going to come back. Now, whether he's coming back to wrestle or whether he's just coming back to be with the New Day, we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think Big E will return at the 10-year reunion of New Day. How could he not? How can you have...
Just imagine them in the ring, Kofi and Xavier in the ring, and they at each other's throat at this point. Like they about to come to blows, and all he hears, whatever location.
Crazy. It would be nuts.
You know what I mean? And drop that little spill he do.
Sounds pretty lame.
It'll be nuts.
Crazy, man. They gonna go crazy over that, man. That's crazy.
Sounds pretty lame.
Crazy.
That's gonna be one of the biggest pops of the entire year if that happens. Like it would be crazy, and I think that's what's gonna happen. I think they are gonna be on the verge of breaking up. Big E's gonna come out, make the save, and I think to add even further, another detail in regards to the New Day, what a lot of people don't realize is that the New Day as a tag team has never won a match at Mania, and I think all of this is going to be building to frustrations of not only is Xavier finally winning like a singles championship, but also them as a tag team, you know what I'm saying, winning a match at WrestleMania. Now, what we might see happen is later on, after they've accomplished all that, they might agree to go their own way, and that might be the breakup. So this might be like the final run for the New Day for their 10-year. But I don't think Xavier's going to turn. Now, to Shaq's point, the other alternate scenarios, what could happen is that same scenario, but when Big E comes out, Wiz plays along, then all of a sudden Wiz turns on them. So, but I feel like we've seen that so many times, man. Like it's
because it's a try to. That's one of the things that works in turning people heel. Guaranteed, always works. Somebody turning on their beloved tag team partner.
But
it's not too many times. It's not too many times that doesn't work. It works 95% of the time.
Just because something works doesn't mean we can't come up with another creative way of doing it.
No, it's the same reason they still making Saw movies and the Fast and Furious movies, because people go to see it because it works. It works.
I ain't heard no
people. Everybody say they tired of Fast and Furious movie, but guess what? It makes $300 million opening weekend.
Not Saw.
Why would you stop?
Saw was a bad example. What's Saw doing? I ain't heard
They reset the universe.
I think they just made a Saw like last year, like 2 years ago.
The universe and
you're bugging. They're still making Saw movies. No.
Okay. I mean,
that's why, because it works.
It works, yes, but can we see something different? I mean, just because it's not.
Why recreate? I've got a list. Why recreate the wheel? It works.
I'm pretty sure they're just reusing some old storyline or something.
It works.
We said the same thing about Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon has stuff. Hey, WWE was working even when we thought the product was bad. Like WWE was still making money,
but the product but the product was bad.
But
The
it's
product
still,
was
but it still
terrible.
worked because the thing about it
worked.
with WWE,
It
the
worked.
reason why,
It worked in the aspect of making money, but the product was still terrible.
but they were still making money. That's all Vince cared about. So, and the product that they was creating, it was a bad product for us adults, but it was never a bad product for the kids, and that's why WWE is always around. So yes, like it works, but can we every now and then see something different? You know what I'm saying? Like you could save that for. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of other scenarios and a bunch of other groups.
You just don't want to see them boys break up.
I don't mind them break. I don't mind them breaking up.
I don't want to see him break up.
You just want to see them boys break up.
I'm gonna be okay. My honest opinion, I want to see them break up. No, but do I mind them breaking up? No, I mean I don't, but I just don't for them, for the New Day in particular, because of how long they've been together, how they've always talked about not being one of those teams that turn their back on each other. You remember when Ludwig Kaiser stumped out Giovanni and they hugged and they was like, oh my God, I would never do that to you. I would never hurt you like that. Like they've always talked about stuff like that. So why are we gonna think that? It's a way to do it without having the same old replay heel turn.
Yes, tell them to watch. Yes, we watch wrestling video, and you can use my storyline. I'll loan it out to them. You can use that.
Man, that King of the Ring storyline dead. That's dead.
They could do something with that. They could rehash that.
I mean,
it's gonna be them versus Final Testament at WrestleMania, man, so they can get their WrestleMania moment together.
I would love to see that. They let them, and that's the thing I'm saying. Like, at least let them get that WrestleMania moment together, and then if you want to make them part ways, then do that. But you can't have the New Day break up and be done without them ever winning a tag team match at WrestleMania. That's absolutely crazy, bro.
Don't have to be done. You always got that ace in the hole. We damn stuff is stale. Let's bring the New Day back together somehow. You can always put them back together.
And that's what Vince did in the past. He would break a group up, and then like a year later, they back together. Like, I mean, even Roman admitted that they overdid it with the Shield, as far as constantly putting them back together or whatever. So yeah, man, we gotta see what's gonna happen with the New Day.
The New Day breaking up before the Street Profits. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah, it's very crazy. That is pretty wild.
That's why I didn't even think about it.
I thought Angela Dawkins would have been on the Indies by now.
Hey, we're not gonna do Dawk like that. Dawk can wrestle.
He can wrestle, man. He's good, man.
He's
Dawk is. Hey, I love you, Dawk, but you definitely the Marty Jannetty in this situation.
Yeah, he got. He just.
You definitely Marty Jannetty.
If they ever break up, he just will have to get his character situation together. But
you're gonna be wrestling on. You're gonna be wrestling.
Matter of fact, he had a singles match earlier this year that was dope.
No, Dawk has gotten very good. He's improved.
He's
a lot.
Improved. So
yeah, but he's not Tez.
He's not Tez. And a lot of people want to see
just the charisma, man. Yeah, just the charisma, man.
Yeah, you need that. That's important.
Yeah, but no, they can't have Tez leave. Yeah, Carmelo got his spot right now, man. As the charismatic black wrestler.
Raw and SmackDown, man.
Yeah, sure. All right,
you can make the argument Dawk might be a better in-ring wrestler than Tez. Tez just a high flyer.
I won't make that argument.
Hey, I'm gonna find that match that they had on SmackDown. It was Dawk versus.
I'm willing to consider that, man. I am willing to consider that.
It was Dawk versus. I forgot who Dawk wrestled, man. They put on a hell of a match, man. When the last time you seen Tez wrestle in a singles match and you said, man, that was a hell of a match.
But I will say this: when Tez was in the Elimination Chamber, was that Elimination Chamber?
Yeah, he did put on a good show. He put on a good show, and that's what opened people's eyes the same way with Kofi. So I mean, hopefully we'll see what happens in the New Day, man. Trips, I hope you hear me, man. We ain't got to do the same replay over and over again, man. We can do something different. So
you don't need to spin the block on this, man.
Right. All right, so let's get into Nets real quick. We're gonna just a brief AEW section real quick. AEW is officially moving the mats. Are we happy about that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, good. Big money, Tony. Big money, Tony. There you go.
I wonder how they're going to do this whole streaming on HBO Max while you're on TNT TBS. I'm interested in seeing how they're going to do that. That's going to be pretty dope.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to do it, but I'm pretty sure they worked that out in the back room somewhere. Yeah. But good for them, man. People thought it was over for them. They no TV deal, and then they hit him in the head twice with a new pay-per-view deal and a new TV deal back on them. So
I mean,
Shout out to
They're
AEW.
solidified, man. They're
Yeah.
solidified, man.
I don't know
Mhm.
who
They
thought
didn't
they would
survive
get.
5 years.
I don't know who thought they would get a
Survived
new TV
COVID.
deal.
The wrestling pundits, because of their attendance and the ratings, they thought they weren't gonna get a new TV deal because it was taking so long for them to announce a new deal. They thought they weren't gonna get one.
I mean, so the attendance is not great, but it's not like it's empty in there either. You know what I'm saying? Like they not selling out, but I mean, it's not great, but it's once again, it's not like it's completely empty in there. Like it's plenty of wrestling fans in there. So they deserve the TV deal. I mean, somebody would be crazy not to give them a TV deal. I'm hoping what they do is I'm hoping that when people have mats, I hope they don't just start the streaming with the pay-per-views. I hope we're able to go back. I hope they upload previous pay-per-views and we're able to go back and watch those too. So that's what I'm hoping that we do.
A couple matches that I want to watch back again.
I remember hearing about a rumor they might end up getting on Fox also. They said Fox might be looking for someone to replace SmackDown.
Yeah.
So they're saying that might be out there also. So being on TBS, TNT, and
I
Fox.
don't know. AEW might be a little too edgy for Fox.
You think so?
They do blood on TV and all that. Yeah,
They can tone it down.
Yeah,
I think
they would have to.
I think it'd be a less mild show.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would have to.
And just save it for the pay-per-view. And just save it for the pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? So glad, cool. We happy about that. Also, I didn't put this in tonight's agenda, but just quick thoughts. It looks like the Hurt Business is coming to AEW.
The Hurt Syndicate.
Boy, did you see that pop Shelton Benjamin got? I was happy for him, man.
The gold standard.
I was happy for that. I was like, he deserves that.
And you can see, like, he was holding back.
He saw the smirk a little bit, and he was like, "Oh my!" He was like, "Shit, I'm live. I can't smile." Yeah.
News literally just broke the day that Bobby Lashley officially signed his AEW deal.
So he's all elite.
Yeah, he's all.
Only thing that's gonna hurt me about that is when Swerve turns on Nana.
I don't see that happening.
He's going to join them. He's
going to join them. He's not joining them.
We can bet on that.
I'll bet on that with you.
We can bet on that. It's not going to happen.
We can bet on that.
We can bet on that.
Dimsum.
Definitely going to join them.
Dimsum.
I got to pay for both y'all.
I already owe Dent, so I owe Dent like 2 Dimsum meals.
We're going to double date. I got to pay for both y'all.
Hey, he not joining them, bro.
Okay, wait. Do we have a timetable on? Do we have a time frame?
I mean, we could set one, but he not joining them.
We have to. All right, we'll work out the particulars. We're gonna make the bet. We got to work. He's definitely gonna join.
You can't have Bobby Lashley and
who? Yeah, it's Swerve. Like, who's the leader then?
Yeah,
like,
about exactly who's gonna be the leader. It gotta be
Swerve is definitely the leader.
No,
you can't have the Hurt.
You do not do Bobby like that.
Yeah, you can't do Bobby like that. Bobby has to be the leader. And
Bobby's the enforcer.
You put Swerve with them. It's gonna overshadow
that's mad
Bobby.
Disrespectful to Bobby.
Yes, mad disrespectful to Bobby. No, that's mad
No,
disrespectful to Bobby, man. Bobby immediately comes over as somebody that's in the title contention. Like he immediately comes over as somebody like that. He's a draw. Bobby Lashley is a draw. Even when they tried to turn him heel, they were still cheering for him in WWE. So imagine what they're gonna do for him in AEW. And like Willie just said, you heard the pop they gave Shelton Benjamin. Wait till Bobby Lashley comes back, and then you have a situation where you put Swerve in the group. Swerve's gonna overshadow them.
I don't think Lashley's pop is gonna be louder than Shelton Benjamin's.
Man,
I don't believe so at all.
I think
you're out of your mind.
I think you bugging. I don't know.
That hat you got on got you tweaking today, man.
We wearing this because it's Thursday Night Football, baby.
I don't know if you remember who Bobby Lashley is, man. I think you might think we talking about Cedric Alexander.
No. Shelton got that pop because he's beloved within the wrestling community.
Like Bobby Lashley is not.
Not more than Shelton, I don't think. Not more than Shelton, I don't think.
Yeah, I think it's deeper than that, man.
I think you bugging. I think you bugging, dog.
Shelton one of them ones, man.
Swerve, they about to, but it's already been reports that Bobby Lashley and Swerve about to feud too. So that's another reason why I'm confident in this bet. Like, he's not joining them, bro. He's not turning on Nana. You can't. Swerve turning on Nana would be like Roman turning on Paul Heyman. Like, that can't happen right now. It just can't. It's just
Nana's been with them since the start. Like, It ain't happening,
Imagine
man.
Swerve coming out
Ain't
without
happening.
no dance, man. We can't get the dance.
Yeah.
No, dog. You can't do that,
It
man.
ain't happening
That'll
like
be
that.
crazy.
We'll see.
You want
We'll see.
everybody to turn on everybody, man. Everybody can't turn,
I
bro.
love the chaos.
Everybody ain't your
We
ops,
want
man.
chaos.
Everybody ain't your ops, man.
Rain down fire and brimstone. We want chaos.
We gotta have some loyalty sometimes, man. We gotta be some loyalty somewhere, man.
We want chaos.
Man. Y'all watched the Vince McMahon documentary yet?
I haven't finished it. I'm on episode 4. Yeah, I'm on
Nah,
episode 4.
I haven't, man. I just heard he a freaky ass nigga, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm only watching this because of what we do on this podcast. Like, I really don't want to watch it. Like, I mean, we already knew Vince was a maniac. You know, so maybe it took us longer to put the pieces together than it should have. Kind of like, I hate comparing this, but kind of like a R. Kelly situation. Like, we knew who R. Kelly was. We just chose to ignore it for a long period of time. Like, we all know Vince was. Think about it. What type of man or father, I should say, right? Like, your storyline.
What an incest angle with his own daughter. Yeah.
Not even just that. Who's gonna allow their daughter for years to be called a slut, and a hoe by any and everybody for years? Like, that was the punchline about her.
That's acting, though. I don't mind. That's acting.
Nah.
That part is acting.
Nah.
That's acting.
Maybe in one storyline, but when that's a punchline throughout the company, like, nah, dog. Nah, you would never do your daughter like that. You would never do your daughter like that.
She's an actress. They're actors for real. They're actors, actresses for real.
I knew Vince McMahon was who he was once he put that damn do-rag on, man.
And
once he put that do-rag on, I say, yeah, he is everything he be acting like on that damn TV. Can't tell me otherwise.
He said, "What's up,
man?
my
got
nigga?"
the gall to throw a do-rag on.
And then said, "What's up, my nigga?"
Yeah. Come on, man. That man is everything they say he is, and he was, man. That man on TV was the same man behind the scenes. Can't tell me otherwise.
He is, man. I mean, but I'm gonna watch it though. So next episode we could talk about it. I'm gonna watch it.
I'm like on episode 4. Yeah. I think I like 2 episodes left.
So look, to a very outstanding. I don't know if you want to call him an analyst, or a reporter. I don't know exactly what you want to call him. But to somebody, you know, who's beloved in the wrestling company, very well respected. But I ain't forgot about you, Dave Metz. I haven't forgot about you. It's been a couple weeks. But we got some business to discuss, Dave. Like, Dave, of course, I've had a problem with some of his rankings, like his star matches. Still trying to figure out how Charlotte and Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 39 didn't get 5 stars, but it's okay. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about that in person one day, Dave. But this PWI list, okay. Now I will say overall I think it's a good list, okay. And we don't have time to go over the entire list tonight, but there's a couple grievances that I have, and particularly one. It's really only one. So in case you guys don't remember the list, I'm gonna read it to you right now. So I'm gonna start with number 1. At number 1 we have Cody Rhodes. At number 2 we have Swerve Strickland. Shout out to Swerve. 3 we have Will Ospreay. At 4 we have Seth Rollins. At 5 we had Naito. I can't pronounce that first name right now. I know I'm messing up. Naito.
Yeah.
Okay. Naito. 6 we have Damian Priest. Shout out to Damian Priest. I'm gonna shout him out now because I know what I'm about to say. 7 MJF. 8 Jon Moxley. 9 Gunther, and 10 Mystico. So, and I will say this, even though I said I would do top 10. Samoa Joe is at 11. I think that's pretty dope. But my grievance.
This is for last year, or this year so far.
This year. This is 2024.
Okay.
This year's PWI.
2024. So I mean, it's factoring in last year, but it's 2024. Okay. How is Gunther number 9? That's my beef.
I could agree with that.
How is Gunther 9, yo? I love what Damian Priest has done. I think if there was a most improved list, he's probably number 1. Because I will say this: the one thing about Damian Priest, he made all of us a believer. Even though his title reign wasn't long, he made all of us a believer that he could actually like be a great world champion. I didn't think he
I
could.
agree.
I didn't think he could. Not as bad as what we thought about Otis winning the Money in the Bank, but when Damian Priest won Money in the Bank, we all looked sideways, and then Damian Priest came did his thing. What you was about to
Put
say?
some respect on Damian Priest's name, man, because I had to look it up because I don't know what the exact time frame they use for the PWI rankings.
Right.
But I understand the Gunther argument, but here's my response in regards to you're using Damian Priest as the example. Is like he had a good year, but he ain't have a Gunther year. Backlash in Puerto Rico was in 2023.
It was.
So it's 2023 and 2024. I'm pretty sure that's the time frame they use here for it.
Yeah.
From that Backlash, that was his like coming out like I'm here now. From then all the way until winning Mania and winning at Mania, his matches, you know, once he became champ, he held it down, man. Even and think of him and Rhea carried Judgment Day, point blank period. Like those two carried Judgment Day.
You ain't
Raw.
You ain't gonna include my boy Dirty
You
Dom.
know, Dirty Dom. Nah.
No love for Dirty Dom.
Dirty Dom is just the entertainment. Like, don't get me wrong. Like my man, Dirty Dom. I ain't gonna hang on hate on him.
Yeah,
he was there too. So I will own that as well. You're right. Dirty Dom was there. Them three was holding it down, keeping Judgment Day relevant. But Damian, I understand why he is ranked over Gunther. I do say that. And then again, all of Gunther's like his reign as IC champ is just known for just the length to break that record. Like he had some good rivalries, but it's like can you like remember any of them?
Yeah. That those matches with Chad Gable, fire. Like he got and I think that's my issue with this list because somebody like Dave Metzler, we know he loves AEW, we know he loves New Japan Wrestling, we know he loves those other companies because there's not many 5-star matches he's given to the WWE product, right? So that means what? He values wrestling over production. And that's why I can't understand why he, of all people, would put Damian Priest over Gunther because Gunther has given us so many great to classic matches. That's why I have Gunther higher because I'm like, I can't think of a Gunther match from last year to now. I can't think of a Gunther match that was just good. All his matches have been like B+ and higher. And this
is what I'm going to say.
Go ahead.
This is what I'm going to say. I give more respect to the wrestler who can carry a non-wrestler in a match and make that shit look fire than two wrestlers who know what the fuck they doing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I go back to that Damian Bad Bunny match. You can watch that, and if you didn't have any kind of wrestling knowledge, you know, these are two wrestlers wrestling right now.
Yeah.
You didn't know who Bad Bunny is out in public in the public sphere. Well, these are two wrestlers wrestling right now.
Right.
And you're like, no. This dude has probably practiced a little bit. People probably view. I think there are people that view Bad Bunny even in higher wrestling respect regard than Logan Paul as a wrestler. You know what I mean? But going back to the point,
I don't have that whatsoever.
Hey, I'm just saying, same street, same man.
I mean, I get what you're saying.
Logan Paul is like that, though. I'm not going to deny Logan Paul.
Like that.
Logan Paul is like that. Logan Paul is like that.
I mean, so my thing is that's his highlight match, right? But that is literally that match, and I'm trying to think of a Priest match during his title reign. The Jey Uso match was good.
Jey Uso Seth match was decent.
Let's see. Yeah, you're right. The Damian Priest Seth match on Money in the Bank was good. So he's had about 3 highlight matches where I feel like Gunther got it between Sammy. Sammy. Arguably, some people think that match was the best match of WrestleMania weekend. You do have some people that believe that. Between the Sammy match, you had the rivalry with Chad Gable. You had his Jey Uso match. I believe in that. No, he didn't face off with Ilja, but it was somebody else. His Ricochet matches was great. But Gunther got so many matches, man. That's like top tier. So, but you make a good point for Damian Priest. Now, should he be 3 spots higher than Gunther? I don't know. Like maybe if it was, you know what? I can concede if it was a situation where Damian Priest was 6 and Gunther was 7 or something like that. But to be like,
I'm going further. Damian throughout this whole time frame had better story than Gunther. Gunther was just running around beating niggas up.
I'll give you.
It's not like he had any good stories. Like the story with Gable was because of Gable trying to be the underdog and win, and that all that really was in the grand scheme was for him to transition into being a heel.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Gunther was just a plot, a plot in that whole story. When you really think about it, in every story. No, really think in every when Gunther was IC champ, in every rivalry, it was basically some underdog trying to overcome him.
That's true.
Chad Gable, Jey Uso, who else was it? We were just talking about Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
And him just saying, y'all beneath me. You know what I mean? And then think about where those people were at or where they were trying to get to as Gunther was that plot foil on their journeys. You know what I mean? Whether it was Chad Gable, Jey Uso, or Sami Zayn, using those 3 as examples who we were talking about when they came to them. Those were just positions that they were going to leverage towards whatever their end goal was, whether it was being a heel for Chad Gable, whether it was to eventually beat, overcome and win that single title again for Sami Zayn,
right?
Or whether it was for Jey to continue on his journey. I forgot what the hell he was doing after that. Just being. I think they were just running him around at that
bloodline story. Because remember, Jimmy cost him that match against Gunther.
You're right. Thank you. Yeah.
It was a bloodline story. Now So here's what I will say. I think Gunther had a streak of better matches. Like I said, I can't think of a Gunther match that was below even the B+. But Damian Priest did have the better story. And he arguably has the greatest cash in of all time. I still go Seth, but there's some people that would say Damian Priest has the best cash in of all time, Money in the Bank wise. So, yeah, that's a good point. And one last thing before we move on, does MJF deserve to beat high? I feel like
he was hurt a lot.
He was hurt a lot. They got MJF ahead of Gunther because MJF is at 7, and then Priest.
I'm trying to think. If I recall, I think he was still like champ in 2023, and he was for the most part carrying the company.
He lost the belt to Samoa Joe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. No.
Who did he lose the belt to? No, he lost to Punk.
He lost.
No, who did he lose the belt to?
It was Samoa Joe, wasn't it?
I thought it was Samoa Joe. I can't remember. But I felt like it was Samoa Joe. I felt like Joe had the belt until he lost to Swerve in April. He lost to Swerve at AEW Dynasty in April. So it might have been Joe because Joe had the belt for like a few months. They gave Joe a good little title run. That's why Joe at 11. They gave him a nice little title run. So it might have been Joe. I could be wrong about that though. I cannot remember who he lost to. I thought it was Joe. Nah, it couldn't have been Punk. Now that I think about it, because Punk was still champ when he left. Or was it a situation where, matter of fact, did MJF lose to Punk? Punk had to drop the title because he got let go, and then when they had that tournament, that Joe won the tournament. Is that what happened? I feel like because didn't Punk still win his match against Samoa Joe?
It was Joe.
So MJF lost to Joe?
Yeah,
it was. I remember because he was his bodyguard. That's right. It was something like that. Like he was his bodyguard at one point.
And then they turned on each other.
Yeah.
And then they turned on each other. Yeah.
Then he went away, I think, after to get healed up.
Speaking of that, next week we're gonna talk about Shaq's boy. My boy too, ain't gonna lie. I became a fan of him, but Shaq. Even though he stole my man, he's Slater. Even though he stole his swag, we're gonna talk about some.
Boy, you do.
We're gonna talk about Adam Cole next week because it's some news on Adam Cole that we're gonna
Oh
get into.
yeah. Hey, real quick. I just want to comment on this. Shout out to my number one favorite wrestler right now, Will Ospreay. I just want to say that real quick. Man, they gave me my fan service last night, and I appreciate that. Him and Ricochet for what it was worth at the start. I'm talking about that shit at the start, the flippy doodah stuff.
When they recreated the spot.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to see. I was a happy little child.
I knew they were gonna do it. I just can't wait to listen to the Jim Cornette recap.
I saw a couple of videos already.
He can lose his shit.
I saw a couple of people videos already of people who hated that sequence.
Hey, they'll be all right, man. They need to appreciate history, man. Appreciate a little bit of nostalgia, man. Because when you first saw it back in the day, you was like probably like, "Holy crap!" Now you upset because they just want to give honor to that, man. You know what I mean? Come on, now. Anywho,
two more things, one more thing before we get into the main event. What we got to do before this weekend. Shout out to main event Jey Uso. Shout out to the Yeet Man for winning the IC belt. For those of you who tuned in to episode 12, me and Will, we called that to a T in regards to what would happen. It was a shot in the dark, but we called it, and it actually happened. But my question is, we already know how we feel about Jey. They've already made it known that Jey is going to put on a little title run. We're going to get into next week what we feel like about to happen with Jey, but my question for y'all real quick is about Bron Breakker. How do y'all feel about Bron Breakker now being on a babyface run?
I don't like it.
They about to do that whole dog crap to death, man. Get the fan favor. He's on Raw, right? They're on Raw, right?
Yeah, he's on Raw.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, he's going into the world title picture, man, to go fight.
Easy.
Go get his ass kicked by Gunther. You know what I mean?
There's already reports that they're lining up for Bron Breakker versus Gunther at Crown Jewel.
Yeah, that's probably what they're going to do. Yeah.
Because I forgot all about. I thought it was Bad Blood and War Games, but I forgot Crown Jewel is in between that. So they're talking about doing that. And then I don't know if y'all remember, like months ago when the news first broke about Netflix and Raw, like a week later they was talking about how Netflix wants Bron Breakker to be like world champ soon. So so we gonna see. I think it's gonna be dope. I think he's what we were saying about Bobby Lashley earlier. I think that's what Bron is right now. I think people, which is crazy because 4 years ago in NXT, people thought he was just going to be the next John Cena. Like, they was going to push him to the moon because of family ties and things like that. And now, like, everybody loves him, even as a heel. Like, even as a heel, people are still cheering him. The dogs are barking and stuff like that. So, I think it's a situation where they had to. And I think as long as I'm cool with it, as long as they don't tweak his character. Like, still keep him the same because fans are already cheering for him, so there's no need to tweak his character. Still let him do what he do, but, just don't diss the fans, and then we good. So that's what's up, man. But
he's just going to be an in-shape Kevin Owens. That's what he's going to be. That's what he's going to be. He's going to be an in-shape Kevin Owens. Ready, badass, just a badass face. That's all he's going to be watching.
So let's get into the main event for this evening, and that is we got to get into some predictions. Now, for those of you that's keeping count like me, and if you're not, I will do it for you. Steve Dent is the reigning champion right now.
I don't understand.
What's the whole record? What's the record?
I never put my title on the line. I don't understand.
What is the record?
I never put my title on the line.
I'm gonna actually go back and keep count. I'm actually go back and keep count. Yeah. But since SummerSlam, I've only been wrong about one match, and that was
I was wrong for 2 matches. I think at
Yeah, you was wrong for 2 at.
I am the inaugural undisputed champion.
No, I went undefeated at SummerSlam.
I'm the first champion. Yes, I am.
I went undefeated at SummerSlam.
When me and Dent did the first predictions, I won. I won. Dent.
Oh, don't count. I won't hear it.
We got to. When we started the new round
for the first time with me.
Because remember, I said that. How did I lose?
How
did I lose? I didn't put my title on the line. How did I lose?
The title was on the line, man. So
exactly,
Willie won at SummerSlam. And then I forgot what was the pay per view right after SummerSlam. Was that was that Bash in Berlin? Was Bash in Berlin right after SummerSlam? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So I went undefeated at Bash in Berlin. Shaq and Will had the same match prediction, so they lost 2 matches. So yeah, so we gotta do predictions for Bad Blood, man.
And I'm writing them down,
Write
so
them
you
down.
can't say it.
Write them down.
Write them down.
So first up, the match that got added late. I didn't expect this match to be added, but I get it. Because every not to say that this is a bathroom break match, but it kind of is a bathroom break match. Nia Jax versus Bayley just got added last week. Bayley beat Naomi to be the #1 contender. So we got Nia Jax versus Bayley officially at Bad Blood. What are you guys' prediction? Who wins?
Naya.
Queen Nia, baby.
I'm going Queen Nia too. Queen Nia not losing until it's time for Tiffany to cash in. So I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going with Nia. I'm going with Nia. All right. So next we have Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley with Dominic Mysterio, Dirty Dom, in the Shark Cage. Who are
Liv.
Who are we rolling with, fellas?
Liv.
Okay. Who you rolling with, Will? Got to think about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Liv because I don't think. I mean, like we've seen a Rhea run as champ, and but actually, I'm trying to think. Is anybody worthwhile on the women's side coming back soon?
We ain't got no update about Becky. But I don't. Other than that, because they on Raw. So other than Becky, actually there is somebody coming back, but we just don't know what's gonna happen with them. But Alexa Bliss will be back soon, and I believe she's gonna be on Raw. I believe she's gonna join the Wyatt Six, but that's just me. So Alexa could come back. Becky could come back.
I'm gonna go Liv. I'm trying to think, plan out what like the next few months is gonna be, but then. With War Games coming up, what would they do for the women's War Games match?
The women's War Game, I think it
because the women's champ on one of the.
But what we saw NXT we saw NXT that could have with Jade.
Oh yeah.
With Jade and Bianca.
And then don't forget we got Crown Jewel in between then, so the feud might be over before War Games. I don't think it will be, but it might. What we could see is a team Rhea versus team.
I'm gonna go Liv. Yeah, I'm just gonna go Liv.
I'm gonna go with Liv. So I think the story this Judgment Day story just got started at SummerSlam, and there's only been one match between them, and that was the match at SummerSlam. So you gotta have the rematch. There's got to be a 3-part series. It gotta be. Yeah. So I'm going Liv too. All right. Next, let's continue with the Judgment Day story. We got Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. Who y'all got?
Finn.
I don't think the Terror Twins go 0 for 2. I'm gonna go.
This is the toughest one on the card to me. This is the toughest match to call on the card.
Why does probably wants to go back and say Rhea's going to win because Jay is going to come out and help him, because Jay doesn't have a match at Bad Blood, does he?
Nah, he doesn't.
I'm gonna switch I'm gonna switch and go Rhea with help of Jay.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go Finn wins for the other match. So I'm gonna flip it.
Got it.
I think they gotta go 1. They ain't going 0 for 2. Or maybe they do since they won at
they won the tag match.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm picking Finn. Cause they won the tag match. Yeah, I'm picking Finn. I think Finn's gonna win this one, and I think it's gonna look a lot like the Drew McIntyre Punk rivalry, where Drew won first, and then CM Punk won the second one, and then we don't know who's gonna win the third one. We're gonna talk about that one next.
All right, I'm going Judgment Day on both of them. Fuck it, I'm going Judgment Day. Liv and Finn both gonna win.
Yeah.
So wait, you said who?
Liv and Finn.
So you switch it back to Liv.
Yeah. Switching back to Liv. Yeah. Liv and Finn gonna win.
So we all got the same thing for the first 3. I think Finn wins too. Let's hold on. So we got Queen Nia, we got Liv. I'm gonna think about that. But all right. So let's go to
We have the
that
tag and the Hell in a Cell.
we got the tag match. We got the tag match. We're gonna go to that one next because the main event officially is we'll talk about that later. But the tag match between Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. Who do y'all have?
Bloodline.
You got the bloodline.
Who do you have, Shaq?
Cody and Roman.
I'm going with the bloodline. Here's why. I think well actually, hold on. Yeah, I'm going with the bloodline, and that's because I believe Cody's gonna take the pin. And I think Roman is gonna realize he need his family help and he shouldn't have been teaming with Cody in the first place. So I'm gonna go with the bloodline just like Willie. I might be switching that Finn and Damian Priest more I think about it because we got all heels winning right now. Somebody got to go home.
Damn, yeah, you're right. Yeah, this ain't looking good. This ain't looking good. We might have switched this up a little bit.
We got all heels winning right now. Somebody got to go home happy.
I mean, CM Punk is winning. Yeah, I'll say that.
Yeah, we can do the Hell in a Cell match next. Between Drew and CM Punk, rightfully so. As big as a Roman Reigns fan I am, I think that the tag match should open Bad Blood, and CM Punk and Drew deserve the main event. They got the best story going on right now in wrestling, arguably between them and the Bloodline. But their feud for the trilogy for the last one, they deserve to be the main event. So I'm glad they.
I agree. They should be the main event.
You could have argued they could have been the main event of SummerSlam. You could have argued they could have been the main event for the second match of Bash in Berlin. But even though it was in Germany, so glad they got that. But who y'all got between Drew and CM Punk?
Punk.
Yeah, Punk as well. I got Punk.
Let me ask y'all real quick. Why do y'all have Punk?
You know what? I might go. No, I'm switching. I might go Drew McIntyre because Punk, like the last special match, Punk won it. The strap match. Mm-hmm. I don't see him winning a strap match and a damn Hell in a Cell against Drew McIntyre. Mm-hmm. So I think Drew's gonna win. I switched that. I think Drew's gonna win.
I think that's my pick, and that's why I asked y'all why. Because for me, I think it does. I think Punk takes no L. It does nothing for him if he loses. But I think it's a bigger hit to Drew if Drew loses. I think Drew needs this because CM Punk, I think he's going to win the Royal Rumble. So I don't think like you
over Roman.
Yeah, I think he win in the Royal Rumble. I think.
I don't think Roman's
one or the other. We're kind of briefly like I think one of them two are going to win the Rumble in the Chamber to get their title match.
Yeah, I got Roman winning the Chamber, or Roman might not even have a title match. They might.
I don't have Roman having a title match no time soon.
They might be saving him, and we got to see what happens with him and Solo because they might be saving that for Mania. So I think CM Punk with the underdog story and him trying to build himself back up, you already done planted the seeds of him accepting the fact that he shouldn't be in this match anyway, and his family don't want him to do it, and more than likely he will lose. That's why I got Drew. I think it hurts Drew to a certain degree if he loses his match. He already lost his title in 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? He lost the rematch. You know what I mean? Drew needs a major win, so I'm going Drew. But you got Shaq, you got Punk, and Will, you got Drew or you got Punk?
I got Drew.
All right. Cool. So with that being said, I'm gonna switch my Finn and Damian Priest. So I got all heels. Somebody.
Part of me want to switch to Damian, man.
I'm switching. That's why I'm switching to pick. I'm switching to Damian. I
don't see how he overcomes Carlito and JD McDonough coming to interfere in their match. I don't see how he beats.
Now here's what I will say. In all fairness, just in case you guys don't know this, I'm gonna be fair in regards to your predictions. All right. I don't know if y'all saw, but after they cut the show between when Cody Rhodes did the interview on the Pat McAfee show, they showed a behind the scenes clip, and
I merged them up.
They hinted that somebody big, like a big name is going to be returning. I thought it was going to be Jimmy, and then I've seen some people say it's been a report that came out. Don't know how certified it is that it could be The Rock. The Rock could be returning. Now
at Bad Blood?
At Bad Blood. They saying the Rock could return at Bad Blood to confront Roman Reigns. That's something that I read today. So I mean, that's something to keep an eye out for. I mean, I wouldn't change my pick because that goes in line with but we could see Jimmy come out and help Roman and Cody win. So you know what? You know what? All right, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep Finn beating Damian, but I'm switching. I'm gonna go with Roman and Cody winning over the Bloodline. I'm gonna go with Jimmy coming back to help them win, and then The Rock might come out. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that. The Georgia boys got to win in Georgia. So
not at Bad. Brock not coming back at Bad Blood.
They said it could be. I'm gonna give you another name that they was talking about that could make a return. They said Brock Lesnar could be coming back this week too.
I think they're staying away from Brock. Brock was in that nastiness, dog. They're staying away from Brock. No. Yeah, they're staying away from Brock. No, sir. Yeah. Brock is officially retired.
You got the either or tonight? I don't have one.
Yes, I got one, man.
All right, cool.
All right. So tonight's either or from my two brothers here, all right? I'm going to give you 4 options, right? And you got to listen to the scenario. I want you to pick the storyline or the event that had the greatest impact on wrestling. The storyline, not the greatest event, right? The greatest thing that happened, right?
Event or storyline?
Which was more impactful?
Don't say storyline. Just event, because none of it's a storyline. This is an event.
Which was more impactful?
Which I kind of want you to rank them.
Okay. All right.
So from most impactful to least impactful. Number 1, and do you want me to give what happened as a result of it, or you guys should know because you're wrestling fans?
It depends on what you say.
All right. So number 1 is the curtain call. Number 2 is Roman becoming.
Which one?
The curtain. There's only one curtain call.
The one with the click?
Yeah, there's only one curtain call.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
The curtain call. Number 2 is Roman becoming a Paul Heyman guy. Number 3, Hulk becoming the Hulk is the third man. And number 4, the Montreal Screwjob.
Those are the 4?
Yeah.
Curtain call is last for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, let me ask. What do you think? What led to the curtain call? What happened because of the curtain call?
I mean, niggas went to WCW, but they got suspended. They got suspended. They got in trouble.
There was no trouble. Who got in trouble?
Triple H.
Triple H got in trouble.
And what happened because Triple H got in trouble?
Did he lose? No.
And what happened because Triple H got in trouble? Because he had to take the heat. Because remember, Shawn was the champ, so you can't punish him. Yeah. And Nash and Hall were gone, so somebody had to take the fall. Remember, Triple H was already they were gone. That was their last night. That's why they did the curtain call.
So because probably
no, he was supposed to ring King of the Ring, and they took it away. And who won King of the Ring because of that?
Stone Cold.
Yeah. Right. Stone Cold, and that led to Austin 316.
I said put it last, but that was a good point.
Yeah.
Okay, what time out? So look where branch off of that. Austin 316 turns into Austin versus McMahon and the Attitude Era.
I mean, solid point.
All right. I put in what led to Roman becoming a Paul Heyman guy, led to the Bloodline, longest reigning champion in modern history.
I got my ranking. Will, you got yours?
Hulk Hogan is the third.
Curtain call.
The curtain call. Roman becoming a Paul Heyman guy. Hulk Hogan is the third man, which led to the NWO and them kicking WWF ass for 83 weeks. And the Montreal Screwjob, which led to DX and the Attitude Era.
All right. This is how I'm going to do this. I got my 4. I got my order, I think, pretty much. Mine is going to be, I'm going to start from the bottom, right?
Okay.
Roman Reigns being a Paul Heyman guy is number 4.
Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm. Number 3. Let's see. We have the curtain call, Montreal Screwjob. What was the other one?
And Hulk Hogan, the third man.
The Montreal Screwjob is 3 for me. then we have the curtain call and what?
And Hulk becoming the third man.
The curtain call and then Hulk becoming the third man.
Okay.
I'm just looking at it from the standpoint of like, certain things do not happen without the other thing happening.
That's why I said it.
Yeah, that's why I really like sit back on this. Like, but for this happening, this is not going to happen. And the curtain call, if that doesn't happen, you know what I mean? All that other stuff, whatever have you. So that's how I'm just looking at it as far as like impactful moments. Like some of these other things won't even exist if it isn't for these foundational events.
So what you had? You had Hulk Hogan first, right? The NWO first, yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go from 4 to 1 too. At 4, I'm gonna have the Montreal screw job. At 4, at 3, I'm gonna have the curtain call. At 2, I'm gonna have Hulk Hogan becoming the third man. And at number 1, Roman Reigns becoming the Paul Heyman.
Of course,
I knew that was gonna be your number 1. I purposely put that in there. I added that one today too, just for you, buddy.
Roman Reigns, but there's, for anybody who's watching this, yes, I'm a Roman Reigns fan. So for anybody who's watching this, I would challenge you. Roman Reigns, in my humble opinion, he single-handedly saved WWE. I think if Roman Reigns doesn't do what he does, I think AEW takes over. I really do. I think AEW
bloodline story. I don't think it was just him. He doesn't do this alone.
But we talking about the event and what led to and what happened after it. So we talking about the event and what happened after it. That bloodline story single-handedly, not only did it save WWE, but it catapulted into where we are now, where you have, for the first time ever, SummerSlam is going to be 2 nights in Jersey. Sidebar, yes, we still watch wrestling. We'll be there. So we're going to have more viewers by then. We're going to be doing interviews by then. We're going to be bigger names by then. So, yes, we still watch wrestling. We will be there. So Tempest, so to my wife Shane, to Willie's significant other Tempest, to Shaq's significant other Jazz, if y'all are watching this, well, we hope y'all are, because y'all such great supporters of Yes, We Still Watch
support
Wrestling.
us, right?
Hey, just know we already got it penciled in. You know what I'm saying? We are going. All right. But we don't get to a point where SummerSlam is 2 nights. We don't get to a point where the Royal Rumble has gone from being a baseball stadium to now we in a football stadium in Indy. Like, Royal Rumble is about to be 2 nights. SummerSlam about to be 2 nights. WrestleMania is going to be 2 nights. Like, wrestling is in the greatest time that it's ever been, and what's catapulted all of this, because what else are we seeing now? Like, storytelling is at its high right now. Where do you got the New Day? You got the whole situation just happened with Chad Gable and Otis. There's so many stories being told right now, and because Roman Reigns brought back the old school way of developing stories first and prioritizing storytelling and being able to tell that story in the ring. Yes, Willie is 100% right. He did not do this by himself. The whole bloodline story, look at what happened with Jey Uso finally becoming an IC champ. It's so many things that's happened. Solo Sikoa is probably still in NXT without Roman Reigns. You know what I'm saying? It's so many things that's happened for me, man. Like, not only has he taken wrestling to new heights, we in a time where we're actually having a debate. And Undertaker, shout out to the 6 Feet Under podcast. He was very close to saying that right now wrestling is hotter than the Attitude Era, but the only reason why he didn't say it was because, look, I got to stand on my shield and I got to stand with my brothers and what we did. You know what I mean? For the fact that we're in that, it's because of that single moment of Roman Reigns being with Paul Heyman and everything that it's led to after that, the greatest time. I seriously think that if that doesn't happen, I think AEW is number 1 right now. So yeah, I got that one. But there's no wrong. Like, you literally can argue for. I think the only one you can't argue to be number 1 is the Montreal Screwjob. But the other 3 got an argument for 1 easily. So yeah, that's it, man. So we're gonna get out of here so Shaq can watch his Tampa Bay Buccaneers good luck to them tonight.
We
Them boys
already-
losing. They losing anyway right now.
we already down 7-0. They marched down the field on us here, but we just entered the red zone, so we all right. Yeah, we
Oh,
good.
man.
Okay.
Wake and bake. Drake London scored.
I started to put a parlay down, but it's all good. All right, well, to all my people who still watch wrestling, thank you for
Yes,
tuning
sir.
in to episode 13.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, I love
Appreciate
y'all,
y'all,
man.
man. Love y'all, man. Don't forget to follow us. We on YouTube. We on Instagram. We on Facebook. We on Twitch. We on TikTok. Like
We
and
on Black
subscribe.
Planet. We on Christian Mingle. We on Me Hermente. We on MySpace. We on Me Hermente. We are
4chan.
everywhere,
We on the
man.
all. We on the all. And
We
come in-
on Vine, man. Follow us, man.
Hey, man. And matter of fact, I'm gonna put it out here right now. Let's set it up where we go live on YouTube for War Games. Not Bad Blood, but for War Games. So
we'll get the logistics down for that.
we got time.
That-
We may even throw a wrestling party in the area. You never know. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with that.
We
I'm
may
a
even do that.
live watch party.
A live watch party, man. So we might even
I'm
do
with
that.
that.
You know what I'm saying? Give some giveaways and stuff like that. So
we
yeah,
ain't get no
man.
sponsors. We ain't got no sponsors yet. They help with the giveaways. Chill out.
we gonna get sponsors. We gonna get
Soon enough, man. We working on that, man.
We working on that. But to all my people who still watch wrestling, until next time, y'all be blessed. Y'all have a great week and stay tuned for more from us.
All right. Peace out. I love y'all.